Hi, I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com, and today I'm going to start teaching you some of the stitches that you can use to fill in an opening in embroidery. Today I'm going to teach you a satin stitch. The satin stitch gives you a row, just a completely filled in area of flat stitches, straight stitches that are going to go all the way across the space. You only want to use this for small spaces. And my trick for getting a nice smooth satin stitch is I always do a split stitch first around the area that I'm going to use to satin stitch. You won't see that all the time, but it's not I didn't come up with this, but it's in some embroidery books, but not all of them. So I did a split stitch all the way around first, and then you come up right next to your split stitch on the outside edge, and you go down as if you're going all the way across the shape that you're covering. Then you come up again right next to it, and you go down again on the outside edge of that split stitch. And what that split stitch does is it makes your satin stitch nice and puffy. It gives it some nice dimension. And you're just going to keep taking long straight stitches right across the surface of the area that you're embroidering. And you're going to see it start to fill in, and it's really going to be beautifully smooth because they are just long straight stitches, and that's why it's called a satin stitch, because it does give a nice smooth look to it. This uses a lot of thread because you're basically satin stitching the back of this as well. I've tried coming up again from the bottom right next to it, but it seems to throw off the way the stitches lie on the fabric. So I do it the right way. Go in one end and jump over it, and then always come up from the same side of the shape that you're covering and go down on the opposite side. So don't try and skimp on your thread here. You won't get the nice effect that you're looking for. You can see that this is starting to fill in nicely, and you can see how the split stitch all around the edge helps to make it kind of poof out from the surface of the fabric. Some people will actually split stitch all the inside of it underneath the satin stitch to help that all poof out too, but I usually don't find that that's necessary. But if you wanted to make it puffy, that's certainly something that you could try. And some people will just use a back stitch around the edge, but it doesn't give me the nice poofiness that the split stitch gives, so I always use a split stitch around the edge to start with as a base. We don't need to do the entire heart, but I've got half of it done here, and you can see the smoothness of the stitch and the kind of effect that it gives. So there you go. See, it's nice and smooth here, and it's just all of your threads tend to blend together into one smooth satiny finish. So that's how you do a satin stitch. I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com. See you next time.